here we are, Neil, in a lovely show home at Park Iron in Tonnereville, 5 years on from formation of Pobble. Yeah, I don't know where those 5 years have gone actually.
I do recall, over those 5 years, it was a target that we very much had in mind. So what possessed you to set such a large target, Amanda?
Well, the merger needed to matter, Neil, I think, didn't it? When we brought those two groups together, Sarah and Gwalia, we needed to be able to demonstrate that actually what we could deliver as Pobble was going to be so much more than the two organisations could do alone. So what better target than to double our whole development programme and set a target of 3,000 homes over 5 years. Yeah, how did you feel about it?
I felt more excited than daunted, because what it said to me, 5 years ago, as we are now, we know that we need so many more new homes, and the real statement of intent, raison d'etre for the creation of Pobble about more capacity. So I love that. I really like the fact that development and my area with the team was going to be seen as a really integral part of what Pobble was doing. So that felt important. And what we've done for a number of years leading up to the merger, we had confidence about what we could deliver in terms of placemaking and scale, and it created a fantastic platform for us to work with lots of people to start on that journey, and it's certainly been an interest in 5 years.
I'm really proud of us, because yes, it's a big number, but it's just not a numbers game, is it? What we've created, you mentioned placemaking, it's about creating places where people are proud to live, vibrant mixed tenure communities, high quality homes. And I think, the number is one thing, but the legacy of what's been achieved probably is the important thing here.
We haven't just eked over the 3,000, I think it's about 3,300 plus where we will have, combination of 2,233 completed homes and the other, all on site under contract being constructed. So when you think of the impact that we've made for people who are in desperate housing conditions, people who need supported housing, shared owners, and people who are looking for a new home, it's just amazing. And we've been able to transform certain areas in that regard as well. And I also think of what our investment has done, because we've done this almost exclusively using local contractors and suppliers, and that level of investment over these 5 years has made a huge impact on the economy. And I think it's also strengthened our relationships with so many local authorities, and certainly the Welsh Government.
We've learnt a lot, haven't we? So you smashed the target. Did we set the target too low?
No, definitely. Definitely not.
But it's the learning that we take along the way about what matters to people, what our customers value, and it's all going to help us with the next big step, because we've got an even bigger target for the next decade.
Yes, yeah.
I would like to see Pobble play a part in delivering 10,000 homes for Wales over the next decade. They may not all be Pobble homes. We work with our local authority partners, but it's another step in our journey. And I'm really confident that the skills, the expertise, the talent we've got in Pobble will help us get there.
I agree. I am really proud of what the development and sales team have done to achieve this target. But this has been a huge team effort across Pobble, and lots of people and departments have got involved in this. The support from the board, from the get-go and throughout, has been absolutely fantastic. Probably a good opportunity to mention someone who's been a constant through, a couple of people who've been constant through that, obviously Wendy out as chair, but Ivion Griffiths, who's leading this shortly. Ivion has been an amazing advocate and supporter for what we've achieved over the last 5 years. But it's interesting as we embark on the next decade, the landscape is changing, more than ever. A new grant regime, local authorities being able to access grants, so things will be different. But I think what you've said about what we've learned and our ability to collaborate, I genuinely think that we're a good organisation to collaborate with.
Totally agree with you. I think the changing landscape presents a lot of opportunity, and I think the opportunity to take bigger steps, to look at land-led solutions, to do that in partnership with local government, with the contracting community, I think will open up for Pobl many opportunities to create those amazing places that we're so proud of. And in doing so, providing fantastic homes for families and people throughout Wales. I think that's what drives us really, is hearing from the people who are renting a home from us, or bought or shared owner, how happy they are in their home and how happy they are with their home.
Absolutely. I think it's also interesting that I believe that some people think that we concentrate a lot on sales, and while sales is really important to us, something that we do well, I think a really important point to note is, of the 3,000 plus homes, nearly 70% of those have been social rent. And as we look to the future, I absolutely agree with you. I'm really excited about the opportunity to buy more land. I think with Welsh Government have moved to their much more judicious use of how they want to use public assets is something that we can really look closely with them on, and more larger communities where we can make more of a difference, take place maybe at a new level. Yeah, the opportunity to feel limitless in that regard.
Well, I have no doubt it's a stretch target. I think we just need to think about how we innovate, how we change. But I think what you said, the key, Neil, will be about partnership and collaboration.
Yeah, definitely with it. I think we're going to see perhaps more changes in the early years of this decade than we've seen, in a couple of generations. In terms of the level of sustainability of our homes, perhaps increasing ways in we build more of them off site as we look to drive up quality. And I was talking to a few of my colleagues in the development and sales team just this week, and this is a significant target, one amazing opportunity to work in an organisation that has this level of ambition.
The other thing that has happened over the last 5 years is that we've certainly built a strong financial platform from which to grow, to have the wherewithal to be able to take those bigger steps. So the work that's happened throughout the business in terms of our efficiency, looking at funding structures and those teams involved in that, I think that their hard work has also sown the seeds for us to be able to take these next bigger steps.
Absolutely. It was an eye-opener to me to get involved to a greater degree in those treasury discussions and the engagement with funders, and the work that has gone into position ourselves has been vast, but it really does feel that we're in a fantastic place now where we have a number of options in front of us, and that platform is really well set.
One of our big ambitions is also to be a carbon cutter, and there's no doubt that the expectations on us as developers and managers of housing are going to increase in terms of our impact on the environment and the sustainability of those homes and their carbon footprint. I think we've got some lots to learn there, lots that we are learning and lots more to do.
I think quite rightly, when we look back 5 years, just 5 years when the target was set, sustainability was seen as being reasonably important, but not the extent it is now. And I think on a personal level, we would all agree that this is something that we do need to do something about now. And again, I'm really pleased that this is something that policy as an opportunity, something that we want to grab, something that we want to work with partners to really do something about. We are doing quite a lot. We are here at Park Island today doing a really innovative scheme. Other projects that are ongoing at the moment in Vine, but beyond the new build, I love what we're doing in the retrofit and the impact in Canberra. But we need to learn a lot, because not everything that we're doing at the moment is going to work perfectly. Thankfully, everything is at Park Island, but we want to learn quickly, we want to adapt, and we want to push on. But it's certainly something that for so many reasons is not negotiable. At Park Island this morning, we've had the pleasure of meeting the Housing Minister again,
Yes.
The Shadow Secretary for Housing, and the local MS and the leader of RCT Council. And what's so reassuring is that we're working in a policy environment with Welsh Government really care about this agenda, and that allows us to take these significant steps, and long may that continue as we look for these different solutions.
You're so right. I think the learning that we'll take from Park Island, from Gwyn Vine, and from other schemes where we're innovating with energy solutions, with the construction solutions in terms of off-site manufacture, will be so important in helping us to meet that net zero carbon target. So we keep learning, keep partnering, keep learning, be willing to try and experiment and innovate, and it's great to feel that we have got government in our corner with that. So it's great to be sitting here with Neil today, celebrating hitting our 3,000 home target. And I think what both Neil and I recognise is that it's been an amazing team effort. So a huge thank you to every single person in Pobl who's played a part in helping us get to that fantastic milestone and allowing us to take these next steps towards even more ambition, even bigger targets. I take my hat off to you. Thank you.